There is, of course, that nervousness about what happens when GST comes, whether there'll be a drop in output, whether things will be smooth. So there is that little of nervousness, but the handover from Wall Street was quite weak. In fact, the US markets, the Dow Jones and the S&P saw the biggest percentage fall that they have seen in a month, and that hasn't boded well for our markets. The Sensex and the Nifty have opened with a loss of 0.5%. In fact, we've come down to levels like we haven't seen for nearly a month. So the markets at this point of time are trading at nearly 6-week lows. You can see the Nifty is at 9,450 thereabout. We have been about 9,500 for nearly 20 sessions. So this is quite a fall. For the Sensex, it's a cut of 130 points. It's a cut of 1/4%. The weakness in the markets just persists. Also, the worrisome point is the rupee. The rupee is now trading again at a month low against the dollar, 64.65 to the dollar, marginally lower, but we're not seeing really recovery coming through. Let's take a look at the big losers on the Nifty today. Indiabulls Housing Finance is gaining a day earlier. It's amongst the big losers. Bharti Infratel, L&T, HDFC. HDFC is a heavyweight, so that's dragging down the index. ICICI Bank is now sub 290. Hindalco, Bharti Airtel also amongst the losers. On the gaining side, we have seen some action in pharmaceutical stocks and Pharma. Bank of Baroda, TCS, BPCL, they're all gaining. In fact, there is some news development with Sun Pharma. That's why it's a top gainer today. The Bank Nifty remains weak. It is seeing significant selling pressure coming through, down a 7% more selling being seen in the banks than the frontline indices. Sun Pharma is now near the high of the day. It's up more than 1%. The good news is that its subsidiary Taro has got the nod from the US drugs regulator, the USFDA, to sell a generic version of Ibuprofen. So that's the good news for Sun Pharma. Airline stocks are really taking it on the chin today. We're seeing the likes of Indigo, SpiceJet down more than 2%. Jet Airways also down more than 1%. Now Interglobe is down 4.5%. Now Interglobe has given a letter to the Civil Aviation Ministry expressing their interest in buying first the international operations of Air India, and then they even said we don't mind buying the entire operations of Air India. There perhaps is worry amongst investors, given that no details are known on how the sale will happen, how much stake is the government looking to sell. At this point of time, the private airlines nose diving as we speak. Then, of course, we have other stocks like Westlife. Now, Westlife is down 2.5%. We have McDonald's stores in North India, in Delhi, 43 of them shutting down. Now, Westlife developers are actually running the McDonald's stores in West and South India. They're unrelated. They're not really related to the development, but perhaps sentiment hazard for Westlife as well. That is, the brand. That is the company that is housing the brand McDonald's in South and West India. So that's the latest from the world of business. The markets are weak. Let's see whether there is a recovery.